Growing older eventually brings us face to face with choices about where we should live, how we will be cared for, and what kind of support system we can rely on. For many seniors, especially those struggling with health or mobility problems, moving into a nursing home feels like the most logical step. Families often believe it's the safest option, ensuring professional care, medical supervision, and daily support. On the surface, nursing homes promise security, companionship, and peace of mind. Yet the reality doesn't always match those expectations. A large number of older adults who enter nursing facilities later admit they regret the move, realizing that what they gained in safety came at the cost of independence, comfort, and emotional well-being. This doesn't mean nursing homes are always the wrong choice. Some people truly need the around-the-clock medical support they provide. But there are downsides that people rarely talk about until it's too late. Below, we'll take an honest look at 6 harsh truths about nursing homes that often leave seniors wishing they had chosen another path. Number 1. Losing independence and personal control. One of the hardest parts about nursing home life is the loss of independence. At home, even if you need some help, you still decide the small but meaningful things: what time to eat, what to watch on TV, how to spend the afternoon, or whether to sit outside and enjoy fresh air. These choices give a sense of dignity and control. Inside a nursing home, routines are set for the whole facility. Meals are served at specific times, activities are scheduled, and staff decide when it's time for medication, showers, or bedtime. Even waking up in the morning may depend on when caregivers make their rounds. What once felt like freedom quickly turns into a rigid timetable. Privacy is another major sacrifice. Rooms are often shared, and staff may come in without warning. After decades of managing one's own household, this constant supervision can feel infantilizing. Many seniors regret leaving home because they realize they've surrendered the ability to make their own choices, both big and small. Number 2. Loneliness in the midst of company. People often assume that living in a nursing home eliminates loneliness, since residents are surrounded by staff and other seniors. Unfortunately, being around people is not the same as feeling emotionally connected. Caregivers are usually stretched thin, managing dozens of residents. Their interactions, while polite, are often rushed and task-focused, leaving little room for real conversation or emotional support. Fellow residents may be dealing with dementia, poor health, or their own sadness, which makes it difficult to form meaningful friendships. Many seniors describe the experience as feeling alone in a crowd. Phone calls and visits from family often taper off once the initial transition passes, which only adds to the sense of abandonment. Emotional isolation is one of the deepest regrets voiced by those who move into nursing homes, because companionship there often doesn't equal true connection. Number 3. The overwhelming financial cost. Another harsh reality is just how expensive nursing homes are. At first, families may believe the cost is fair, since it covers housing, meals, and medical care. But when the bills start arriving, many realize the price far exceeds expectations. Monthly expenses in nursing facilities often run into the thousands, draining pensions, retirement savings, and even forcing families to sell property. Even when insurance or government assistance helps, there are usually extra charges for medications, physical therapy, or specialized care. For seniors who worked hard their whole lives to save, it can feel heartbreaking to see their financial security vanish so quickly. Instead of spending money on experiences, hobbies, or gifts for loved ones, most of it goes into keeping a spot in an institution. Many people later regret moving into nursing homes because the financial strain feels disproportionate to the quality of life they actually receive. Number 4. Declining health instead of improving. One of the most surprising realities is that many seniors experience a decline in both physical and mental health after moving into a nursing home. At home, even with health challenges, older adults often stay active by cooking, cleaning, gardening, or walking around the neighborhood. These small activities help keep muscles strong and the mind engaged. In nursing homes, daily life tends to be far more sedentary, with hours spent in bed or sitting in common areas. This lack of movement accelerates muscle weakness and balance problems, leading to more falls and hospital visits. Mentally, life in a nursing facility can feel repetitive and unstimulating. Without variety, hobbies, or personalized engagement, cognitive sharpness fades faster. Depression is also common, fueled by isolation and a sense of helplessness. Seniors often expect nursing homes to keep them healthier, but later regret the move when they realize their overall well-being has actually worsened. Number 5. Strained family relationships. Many people enter nursing homes believing it will ease the pressure on their families. In some ways, it does. Relatives no longer have to handle daily caregiving tasks. But what often replaces that is emotional strain and guilt. Family members sometimes feel guilty about placing their loved one in an institution, especially if the senior openly expresses sadness about the decision. The senior may also feel betrayed or abandoned, believing their family put them away rather than supporting them at home. These unspoken resentments can damage once close relationships. Distance adds to the problem. If the nursing home is far from family members' homes, regular visits become less frequent, which deepens the resident's sense of neglect. What was meant to reduce stress sometimes creates new emotional distance that is difficult to repair. Number 6. Quality of care is not always what's promised. Perhaps the most troubling truth is that nursing homes don't always deliver the level of care families expect. While many caregivers are kind and hardworking, systemic problems like understaffing, high turnover, and poor training often undermine the quality of care. Residents may face long waits for assistance, missed medications, or neglected hygiene needs. Even in well-rated facilities, mistakes happen, and residents sometimes go unnoticed in moments when they most need help. There are also safety concerns. Falls, bed sores, and medication errors are not uncommon. And though not every facility is guilty of it, cases of elder neglect and even abuse have been widely reported. For seniors who imagined a nursing home would be the safest place to be, discovering these issues can be a devastating source of regret. What are the alternatives? Hearing these realities can feel discouraging, but it's important to remember that nursing homes are not the only option. Today, seniors and families have more choices than ever before. In home care services, trained caregivers visit regularly to help with meals, medication, bathing, and companionship, all while allowing seniors to remain in their own homes. Assisted living communities. These facilities offer private apartments with support available when needed, balancing independence with safety. Living with family, multi-generational households can strengthen family bonds and help seniors feel valued and included. Community-based programs. Adult day centers and senior activity groups provide social interaction and support without requiring full-time institutional living. By considering these alternatives, many seniors can maintain independence and quality of life without the regrets that often come with nursing homes. Final thoughts. Having honest conversations before deciding. The decision to move into a nursing home should never be rushed or taken lightly. While these facilities serve an important role for those with serious medical needs, the reality is often far different from the expectations. Many older adults regret the move because of the 6 harsh truths we've explored: loss of independence, loneliness, overwhelming costs, declining health, strained family ties, and inconsistent care. The key is open, honest communication between seniors and their families. Instead of assuming a nursing home is the best or only solution, it's essential to weigh all options carefully. Everyone deserves to spend their later years with dignity, love, and respect, not in an environment that leaves them feeling powerless or forgotten. Aging should not mean giving up one's identity or happiness. With the right planning and honest conversations, seniors can avoid the regrets that so many face after moving into a nursing home, and instead find living arrangements that truly support their health, independence, and emotional well-being.